Hi guys, welcome back to OG Cars, and in today's video we're looking at the Audi GT again. So in the last video we bridged the fan so it was on permanently, and this time I've got something that I want to fit. Now I'm going to the wrong place over here. Here we are. I've got a little switch, and obviously the fan switch wiring is already fused and assumably on a relay. I don't know, I'm sure this will be fine. Basically I'm going to wire the two wires that are on permanently right now through to the inside and just put them on the switch. To be fair, I've never liked when the fan comes in anyway, because it's slightly higher up on the gauge, but then I think that's how it's probably the Audi thermostats are, either that or the temp gauges. But in this instance, the new fan switch has obviously not fixed my problem. So we're going to go fit the override now. I've got a spare Panda wiring loom, which I'm going to butcher up just to get a couple of nice long wires through. And then, yeah, I'll take out my repair and just route a couple of wires in, and we'll go from there. Now, as for the MOT itself, it went very well. I was always a bit nervous about it going in, especially with an MOT centre I hadn't used before. I went to the garage down the road and asked them to put it in, and yeah, I've not used them before, so I was a bit like, I've obviously always known my MOT testers before and been able to sort of like look around the vehicle while it's up. But obviously I just dropped this off, I went to work, and then I had a call later on, and I was expecting to at least hear something in terms of failure or advisories, but there was absolutely nothing. Another clean sheet, 4th year in a row for this car, and in my ownership it's done about 4,000 miles, but in that last year and a half it only did 330 miles with me, which is surely a crime. And therefore, obviously, now that the Quattro's come in, I best use that a bit more, and this really does need to go to a loving home. So there we are. Obviously our fan switch isn't working, so we've just left it unplugged, and we've got two spades going into the fan switch wiring there, which has been wired up the side where it originally came from, and now we're just going to try and route that inside the car somewhere through the engine bay. So I just unscrewed the lower panel in the driver's side, and while there's obviously some wiring and all sorts of bits this side, there's actually no holes for me to get through on this side, so I'm going to go and look at the other side and see what I can find. So if we just chase our wire from here, where it comes up, obviously that's the fan switch wiring. This is our extra wiring where we need the switch to be attached. This I've managed to route through here nice and cleanly. I will cable tie it to the rest of the loom just by here, just so that it's all together. I've just pushed it through here, which means I did try to look for a way through from the glove box, the fuse box area first, but I managed to obviously find that entry there, which is just poke them down here. So what I'm going to do is just put some terminals on these, get the switch ready and attach it, and just see if it works. If it works, then we can figure out a place to mount it inside the car. So here we are, we've got our terminals connected. Obviously you shouldn't touch them, so let's just do that for now. And now we're just we've just connected the battery, so if we turn the ignition on, obviously it was on before because it was wired on permanently, but now it has a switch. If we turn it to on, then the fan, you can hear it come on, which is ideal, exactly what we wanted. So now all we need to do is find a nice place to mount our switch. So what I've managed to do is just loop the wiring that was there, just tuck it through here. I managed to pull on the ends and pull it through, so now you can't see, obviously up until you're there. I'll tuck that up out of the way afterwards, and now it's all falling down. But yes, once it's all tied up out of the way, it'll stay obviously where it needs to. But what I'm going to do is, because this bit is flat in the middle, I'm probably going to drill a small hole here, push it through this switch, because that's how it works, and then you've got a couple of small nuts that you screw on, and it has an on-off bit as well, so that I don't have to write anything else on there. And yeah, hopefully that'll be fairly self-explanatory then. But yeah, I just need to tie that up out of the way like so. Yeah, and then we'll be all good to go. Well, you joined me a while later because I gave up, but here we are, we're back in the car with the switch. We'll just roughly put it about there in between the two window switches, where there's actually a bit of a gap in the plastic mouldings in the back. So we're going to drill a hole roughly here, you know. Yeah, that's measured. Yeah, that's fine. So we've got the drill with a charged battery, and we've got these draper drill bits. So we'll just quickly drill a hole now and see if it fits. And as easy as that, we have a quick hole drilled. We have the switch in there. We've got the two spades connected from the back of our switch to our wiring to the fan switch. We've tightened up the nut on the front. We've put the on-off cover on, and we've put the nut on there as well. So all I need to do is just pull the sides out again, pop this back in, put the ashtray back in, pop the underneath panels back on, and then we're good to go. But just to wrap this one off, the battery's connected, got the ignition on. Just imagine everything else is connected and ready, and look, it's off at the moment, and there's the on bit, and the fan comes on. Beautiful. There we have the job well done. Thanks everyone for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and we shall see you all in the next one.